Yeah, I think especially the 1970s that
Yes,
where you were very active
yeah,
in
yes,
as a
yes.
judoka. But maybe we can start a little bit earlier, to find out how did you get into judo in the first place?
During the 1960, when I was born in 1952, in the 50s and early 60s, example, uh, I know there are a lot of gangsterism and a lot of bullies, and I stay in those kampongs and all this.
Mm.
So we actually have a tough time, on all this, and also, and during that time there's no TV, nothing, and then we play in the field and have fun and everything. So we tend to be playfully fighting with one another, uh, 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 holding one another, try to wrestle with one another in the field. And I always feel that during that time, I always throw my opponent,
Huh.
throw my friends, I do a hip throw, I do a foot sweep, I do a leaping and things like that. Then they ask me, how come you can do all these things? I say, I don't know. It comes naturally to me, things like that. And invariably, even the bigger size guys, they come to me, I manage to do a hip throw or just sweep them over and things like that. Then they can't believe it. And then from there, I think I got a talent for such body contact sport, and and uh, and uh, and after that, when I during my studies and everything, when I was in secondary four,
Mm.
judo was introduced in as a sport in Tanning Integrated Technical School. So I said, hey, this is a good chance. Why not I join? So it just come by, and then from there is where I started. And let me carry on. Is that after that, in judo we learn break fall, right? Learn how to fall.
Mm.
So after learning how to fall, I play the brown belts and everything. I'm the standard, I in that case just to confirm that I got the talent for that.
Uh, okay.
And from there I began to take it seriously. That's how I started. I began to take it seriously. And then later I went to Polytechnic.
Okay.
And then I got all my color belts and everything. I got my color belts. And
Okay.
then after that I go to the army. That's where I get my black belt in my first try.
I
Normally
see.
normally to get a black belt. Last time to get a black belt is not so easy. To be very frank with you, nowadays a lot of things on money. You do this on money, you do some form and whatever. Last time you got to fight four opponents in one straight, four wins in one straight, or 6 points by accumulation. Things like that.
Right.
So it was it was a sport that I took seriously. But however, during that I I don't just do that. In fact, I do a lot of running to build stamina. I do weight training and all these things.
Mm, mm,
Weight training, running, swimming, all these things. That's a complementary to it. It is a very tough sport. I say it's a very tough sport, and
mm,
I feel very good. In fact, I look forward to it. So
mm.
it make my day every time besides studies, no. And it make my day every time besides studies. And in fact, uh, I was so serious about keeping fitness. And I did a lot of research. Last time, no YouTube, no TV, no nothing, right? So I go to the library, National
Mm.
Library. So in the National Library, besides training, I go to the National Library, and not unlike now Google and all this thing, but I go to the library and I find that I know every books in judo, all the books and the books are quite good in
Mm.
judo,
Mm.
that they are written and all these things by champions, by past champions, by very good authors, Japanese authors, French authors, and whatever it is from the British authors and all these things. So I learned a lot of things from there, and I also do some research on beside that they talk about weight training, weight training, and I think one of the breakthrough I did was weight training. You believe it or not, because contact sports like a rough sports like judo, many people think of technique is everything,
Mm.
but actually strength is very important.
Mm.
It's a balance. You need to be complete. And I do a lot of weight training uh, from that, and I study a lot of weight training methods and things like that, and all not through Google, no Google. So I do that, and during that time when I do weight training, I yeah, different from here. Here you got so many gym right nowadays. Even
Yeah.
condo got gyms. The Anytime Fitness. Government aided gyms and this that. Last time there are only two gyms. Okay.
Only two gyms. Huh.
Yes, one is National Stadium. National Stadium, where you need to go at the beside the running track.
Yeah.
Within the compound, this one 50 cents per entry. And the second gym is Clark Hatch.
Clark Hatch.
Clark Hatch in Hilton Hotel. Of course, I cannot. It's impossible for me, okay. I was living in the poverty line. Not property line, the poverty line.
Poverty
Okay.
line, of
So
course.
there's a lot of challenge in that.